Huling araw, huling laro ng ating elimination round. At mga kapamilya, magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Nagbabalik tayo dito sa Batangas City Coliseum. We are on the road para dito sa bakbakan ng Creamline Cool Smashers and Adamson-Akari Lady Falcons. This is the Premier Volleyball League Open Conference, and once again, this is the last game of our elimination round. Importanteng matchup that will paint us a clearer picture of the semifinals. Cool Smashers versus the Lady Falcons, live here on Liga HD Channel 183, the #1 sports website in the country, sports.abs-cbn.com, premiervolleyballleague.com, tfc.tv, and youtube.com/ABS-CBN Sports. My name is Martin Javier, checking in for our game today. At ang mga kasama ko po ngayon, una muna, ang kapartner ko dito sa akin sa panel, fresh off that 5-set thriller in our first game earlier. Nandito si Ms. Z Hervasio. Z, congratulations.
Thank you, Martin. Thank you, Denise. Good to be here right after that 5-setter game.
That's right. At kasama rin natin, syempre, our panel at large, nandito si Denise Tensay. Hello, Denise.
Hi, Martin. And again, congrats, Ate Z. That was such a great game.
That's right.
5 sets.
Pinakaba kayo dun ng Tacloban, right?
Worth the trip here to Batangas.
That's right. That's all for the fans. Pero mga kapamilya, magsisimula na kami dito sa aming pre-game discussion. Tanong ko muna yung mga kasama ko. Denise, ready ka na ba?
Ready na.
Okay, Z, ikaw, ready ka na?
Ready na.
Okay, mga kapamilya, tara, game!
Magandang hapon mga kapamilya at nagbabalik tayo dito sa Batangas City Coliseum para sa huling araw at huling round ng ating elimination round dito sa PVL Open Conference at maghaharap ngayon ang Creamline Cool Smashers that are looking to finish strong with another win in this game. At the same time, ang Adamson-Akari Lady Falcons na naghahanap pa rin ng tagumpay, Martin and Z.
That's right, Denise. Itong dalawang teams na to, magkaiba ng paglalabanan going into our last game of the elimination round. Creamline Cool Smashers, of course, they want to stay alive and they want to grab that #1 spot dito sa ating eliminations. Ito namang Adamson-Akari, of course, ayaw nilang matapos yung kanilang torneo na winless. Right, Z?
That's right, Martin and Denise. At kita naman natin right now, even if Cool Smashers is #2, if they win this game, I think they have a bigger chance of landing on the #1 seed. Yun nga, sabi mo, ang Lady Falcons naghahanap pa rin ng unang panalo. And syempre, as an athlete, parang you would want to end naman the tournament of a high note.
That's
That's
right.
true, Z. Sabi nga ng Adamson-Akari Lady Falcons, they're not losing hope. Bilog ang bola. You never know what can happen. Kaya, and just to remind everyone, the games will resume for our semis this Wednesday sa Phil Oil Arena. And keep us company this Saturday afternoon by tweeting us at ABS-CBN Sports with the hashtag PVL on ABS-CBN. Tingnan nyo na rin ang aming Instagram page for behind-the-scenes kulitan with some of the volleyball players at ABS-CBN Sports. And you have two options. If you can't watch our games live, you can watch it at our YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/ABS-CBN Sports. At sa #1 sports website sa Pilipinas, that's sports.abs-cbn.com. And last but not the least, please continue to follow, like, and share our Facebook page at Premier Volleyball League.
Thank you so much, Denise. Abangan namin yung updates mo later on the players and the coaches, our panel at large, Denise Tensay. Pero mga kapamilya, susunod na po, pag-uusapan na natin yung parehong koponan. At syempre, meron tayong iimbitahin dito sa ating panel. Kakausapin natin sila, mga players from both sides. Lahat pong yan sa pagbabalik ng Premier Volleyball League Open Conference. Volleyball League Open Conference at both teams at midcourt. Ito po, ang laban ng Creamline Cool Smashers and the Adamson-Akari Lady Falcons once again for the last game of our elimination round. Kasama niyo pa rin si Martin Javier together with Z Hervasio here in the panel, and we also have our panel at large, Miss Denise Tensay. Pag-usapan muna natin dito ang Creamline Cool Smashers. Z, they're coming off a big win, and I say it's big because tinalo nila naka-payback sila dun sa team na tumalo sa kanila nung first game nila dito sa ating torneo, the Petrogas Angels, and it was an emphatic win because they did it in straight sets. Alright, mamaya natin pag-usapan yun. Let's go first to the other side, to the Adamson-Akari Lady Falcons. Coming off that game, that loss against the Pocari Air Force Lady Warriors, they lost in 3 straight sets. Pero lumaban sila kada set dun sa larong yun.
That's right. Kung titignan natin, ang score naman ng Adamson, medyo dumidikit hanggang sa second and then third set. They started with 18, 20, and finished with 23 markers on that third set. At nagbabalik itong si Ellie Soyud na medyo nawala in action during the middle of the season kasi nga nagka-injury siya. I think she tore her hamstring, but
That's right.
Of course, what a good comeback, and it's also nice to see these athletes going back to the tournament in healthy condition. In that match, kahit 3 setters lang, Kiara Permentilla scored 10 points, and Ellie Soyud, yun nga, kakabalik lang, 4 points naman. Sa kabila, of course, Myla Pablo with 16 points, ang only Lady Warrior na talagang nangunguna pagdating sa scoring.
Kaya nga, nabanggit mo na yung performance nitong Adamson-Akari Lady Falcons. It was good to see Ellie Soyud back in full health para dito sa Adamson. Pero kasama natin ang nag-iisang player na naka-double digits sa kanilang previous game. Nandito si Kiara Permentilla. Hello, Kiara.
Hello po.
Kamusta? How are you feeling coming to this game na alam niyo naman last game of the tournament for you?
We're not really thinking on winning. Parang gusto na lang namin since last game na namin. Parang gusto namin makakuha pa ng more experience. And since nakabalik na si Ellie, gusto din namin na konti-konti na mag-gel yung team.
Kiara, speaking of experience, what are some of the positives that you can pick up from your experience here in the Open Conference? Kasi syempre yung tournament ito, kalaban nyo na yung mga professional players. Ano yung na-pick up nyo na positive experiences na madadala nyo as a unit moving forward?
Wag po isa puso yung bawat talo. Kasi kahit naman po natatalo, may maganda pa ding natututunan yung bawat isa sa team.
Pero ano namang masasabi mo dun sa performance? Kasi syempre, in the most part, huge chunk of the tournament, wala yung main players nyo, si Ellie Soyud, Leia Perez. Ano namang masasabi mo dun sa mga young players nyo na nag-step up talaga to fill the absence of those players?
So, syempre po, sobrang proud namin. And maganda pong exposure din to sa kanila coming UAAP. And parang sinabi po nila through action sa team mismo na maaasahan talaga sila kahit rookie.
Ayan, syempre.
Well, I wanna know, anong tanging payo ni Coach Air coming into today's match?
Just play your game, no pressure naman, and enjoy lang po.
Okay, there we go. I think we are expecting that here in the panel from you girls later sa laro ninyo against the Creamline Cool Smashers. Maraming salamat, Kiara.
Thank you po, thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us here in the panel. Kiara Permentilla, tabang kita natin. It's good to see her back, or it's good to see Ellie Soyud back in the lineup playing a full game. At sila nga ang nagtandem ni Kiara Permentilla in their previous game against Pocari Air Force, bringing the leadership on the court for this young team.
That's right. At yun nga, kung matatandaan natin, si Bernadette Flora, wala din dahil na-sprain nga siya. So, Permentilla, coming off the bench, scored 10 points with 7 spikes, 1 block, and 2 aces. So, at least magandang pangitain yan. At least may confidence siya coming into the game for herself and for her team.
Magandang panapos to dahil at least medyo kompleto itong kupunan ni Coach Air Pada going into this matchup against the Creamline Cool Smashers. And speaking of the Cool Smashers, sila naman yung pag-uusapan natin right after the break. Again, this is the matchup of the Creamline Cool Smashers and the Adamson-Akari Lady Falcons. Tapos na natin pag-usapan ang Adamson-Akari. Ngayon naman tutungo tayo sa side ng Cool Smashers. And again, Z, they're coming off a big win. Malaki yon kasi tinalo nila yung first round tormentors nila. First loss of the season against the Petrogas Angels. Nakakuha sila ng payback in their previous game, winning in 3 sets.
That's right. Siyempre, coming into the semi-final round, dapat bumubuo ka na ng kumpiyansa para sa sarili mo at sa team mo. And yun din, yung nabanggit mo, kailangan nilang bumawi in that 5-set loss against Petrogas in the first round. And their previous match, natalo din sila in 5 sets. So, it was a solid win. They started off really off a high note with 25-11, 25-13, and 25-23.
dominating performance para dito sa Creamline Cool Smashers, although they got challenged in the third set na nagtapos sa 25-23. And to know more about that game and the team, nandito ang kanilang libero, one of 2 MGs on the team, si Mel Gohing. Hello, Mel.
Hi guys, hello.
Hello. Mel, I'm sure you were watching our first game earlier.
Yeah.
5-set thriller by the Banco Perla Spikers.
Hi,
Ito
Z.
si Z.
Sorry.
Pero,
Okay.
okay, after that performance ngayon, there's a little bit pressure on you guys to win this matchup against Adamson kasi syempre aangat kayo pag nanalo kayo. What was the talk approaching this game?
We want to end the second round with a bang. So we want to finish this right and we want to finish, of course, with a win.
Okay.
Para yun yung dadalhin namin for the semifinal. So that's our focus. Para tuloy-tuloy na yung panalo.
Ayan.
Hopefully.
Kamusta naman yung team in terms of their physicality? Kasi I remember, pumunta kayo sa Naga, it was a solid, long
Yeah.
trip, and then nag-CDO naman tayo, tapos that's another trip. And then now we're back in Manila. So, how's everyone doing? Nakapag-settle down na ba lahat ng
Well, it's been a
athletes?
wild ride, as you can see, for these past games na weekend out of town, then
Yes.
weekday. Pero tuloy-tuloy lang, we shrug it off yung pagod. Pahinga lang, tapos disiplina, yun yung importante. Yun yung sinasabi sa amin na, you know, as much as possible, rest. So
That's
that's
right.
what we're doing.
Okay.
Wala masyadong lakwatsa, rest as
Wow.
much as we
Yes.
can.
Priorities.
Discipline talaga.
Ayan, straight from Mel Gohing here. Pero Mel, last na lang bago ka namin papalikin sa warm-up ninyo. This is your last game of the elimination round. Pero how would you describe the growth of the team from your first loss in the tournament, yung unang game ninyo, going to now in your last game in the eliminations, and especially going into the semifinals?
Well, first, we weren't complete in the first round. But I was in the hospital and
That's right.
others, they're still trying to get better. But now, tuloy-tuloy na to. Everybody's, we're complete.
Yeah.
So, yung mga first round, medyo hindi pa kami kompleto sa practice, but now we're complete. And then, you know naman, Sato went to uni games.
That's right, yeah.
So, yun. Ngayon, as much as possible, we're gonna focus para matapos namin ng maayos yung league.
Okay, Mel, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Good luck.
much
Thank
for
you.
sharing with
Thank
us
you.
here. That is Mel Gohing, the libero, of course, of Creamline Cool Smashers, and one of the key components of this team. And what are 2 main reasons why Creamline is a very dangerous team? Dahil yung marami silang two-way players. At ito,
Right.
i-highlight natin. Two-way players meaning magaling sa opensa, magaling sa depensa. I-highlight natin ngayon yung performances ni na Eliza Valdez at Gemma Galanza, who both had close triple-doubles in their previous game.
Kasi yun nga gusto ko sabihin kay Mel kanina, nako Mel, napapadali yung buhay mo kasi when I check their stat sheets in the 2 previous games, si Gemma tsaka si Eliza pa yung nangunguna in terms of reception
Oo,
and
diba?
digs. Talagang iniiwasan ng mga teams natin itong si Melissa Gohing, knowing that she's a lethal defender. Pero yun nga, Eliza and Gemma, 11 points, 8 points, 10 digs, both 9 receptions. And 13 receptions, grabe, talagang pangitain na all-around player tong dalawa na to. And napaka-swerte nila to have these all-around players in their team.
That's right. Mapaharap, mapalikod, walang problema itong Creamline Cool Smashers. Kaya abangan natin kung ano yung magiging performance nila ngayon against the Adamson-Akari Lady Falcons. Once again, we are here inside the Batangas City Coliseum. At susunod na po, bakbaka na ng Creamline Cool Smashers and Adamson-Akari dito lamang sa Premier Volleyball League Open Conference live on Liga.
Presenting our national officials for this match. First referee, Mr. Bob Malenab. Second referee, Mr. Rene Gaspi. Let's call on our starting lineup from our Creamline Cool Smashers. Team captain is number 2, Eliza Valdez. At number 5, Risa Sato. Wearing jersey number 7, Michelle Gumabao. At number 10, Paulina Soriano. Number 12, Julia Melissa Morado. And number 15, Jessica Margaret Galanza. Libero, number 22, Melissa Gohing. Head coach, Mr. Amasorn Tai Bundin. Presenting our Adamson-Akari Lady Falcons. Team captain is number 13, Christine Joy Soyud. At number 2, Trisha May Genesis. Wearing jersey number 6, Sisa Joria Pinar. Number 7, Courage Makaslang. Number 9, Kiara May Fermentilia. And number 11, Mary Jane Igaw. Libero, number 14, Tony Rose Ponce. Head coach, Miss Eres Pada. This is match number 56, the last of the preliminaries.
And
in
we're
the
back
second
inside the
round.
Batangas City Coliseum.
May the best team
Back
win.
for our coverage of the Premier Volleyball League Open Conference. And this is the starting unit for Coach Tai Bundit, the strongest unit on the floor for him, for the Creamline Cool Smashers. And po sila Valdez, Soriano, Gumabaw, Gohing, Sato, Risa Sato. Good to see her back in action. And also here for Adamson-Akari, you have Eli Soyud in her second start here in the tournament alongside the rookie Makaslang, Permentilia, Genesis, Pinar, Igaw, and of course the much improved Libero, Tang Ponce. We are entering set number 1 here. This is the matchup between the Creamline Cool Smashers and the Adamson-Akari Lady Falcons. You guys are watching live on Liga for this one and live streaming at youtube.com/ABS-CBN Sports. Ma-action agad yung ating first rally here, ending with that block by Courage Makaslang, an emphatic one to begin the game, Z.
That's right, and makikita natin in their 2 previous matches against the Petrogas Angels and the Lady Warriors, kitang-kita siya yung nangunguna in terms of blocking. So talagang ma-expect natin na mababantayan ang mga spikers nitong Cool Smashers.
Coach Makaslang, the prized rookie. Most of the time, siya binabackupan niya si Joy Dacoron. But since Joy is with the Banco Perla Spikers, siya na ngayon ang primary middle blocker na ito ni Coach dito sa ating tournament. Mabilis na bawi dito ng Creamline Cool Smashers. Eliza Valdez throwing that one up straight to Permentilia. Here's Eli Soyud. Sure they missed her attacking here in Adamson. Lalabas yan para kay Michelle Gumabaw. And that's gonna be a point for Adamson.
Right, yun nga, as one of those athletes din na Martin na injured before, lagi for me every time I see someone coming back from especially when they play their hearts out, talagang ang galing, alam mo yun, hindi lang physically but then kasi emotionally and psychologically they have to recover.
That's right, that's the biggest hurdle.
Yes.
You have to overcome pag galing ka sa injury. Siyempre yung mental aspect niyan, iniinda mo ba or iniisip mo pa ba yung injury na yon every time na tumatalon ka, uma-attack ka. In the meantime, here is our Banco save of the day. That was Makaslang with a nice dive, keeping the ball alive for Adamson-Akari. Goes to Galanza here. Andun si Ponce to keep it up. Genesis, itatawid. Morado. Back set to Gumabaw. She is denied by Pinar. Woo! Wow, the blocking of Adamson working here in set number 1. Genesis. Pinabalik naman ang Creamline doon. At kung bumablock ang Adamson, sabi ng Creamline, meron din kami yan. Risa Sato showing us the happy on the court here.
Risa always smiling.
Nawala for like 2-3 games itong si Risa Sato because she participated in the uni games. Genesis, left-handed push, does not work. There's a Genesis ulit. Wala pa rin yan. Morado. Galanza. Getting denied. Wow. At samantala, puntahan natin si Denise Tensay for her report. Denise?
Mataas ang pangarap ng 18 Cebuana na si Chris Makaslang o Mikit at ang pangarap niya ay maging part ng national team. Ika nga niya, let your faith be bigger than your fears. Wala naman daw imposible. Pero isa niya rin pangarap ang makalaro kasama ng kanyang idolo na si Eliza Valdez. Pero mga Martin and Z, sabi nga ni sa akin ni Mikit na for now, okay naman daw na makalaban niya si Eliza. Balik sa inyo, Martin and Z.
Siyempre, ibang klaseng experience din, Z. Makalaban mo yung mga iniidolo mo sa volleyball. For you, during your first games against your idols, syempre, outside the collegiate leagues, ano yung pakiramdam sa'yo na?
Syempre, nakakilig din na parang, we're sharing the same court right now. But also, as much as possible, hindi ka lang naman maiiwang nasa starstruck. Otherwise, you try to get as much experience and learnings out of it. Yun nga, I remember, I think I mentioned it before, my first time playing against Ate Nene Bautista. She was the guest player of Adamson in the previous SBL naman. Siya yung unang-una nagbigay sa akin ng pasa ako sa volleyball. Talaga, yes!
Wow.
As in, just off of her hit, as in, sobrang lakas talaga. If you guys have witnessed her during her peak days, talagang forced to reckon with itong si Ate Nene Bautista, who's actually been playing in the second round for the Iriga Lady Oragons.
That's right. Pero ano naman yung pakiramdam nung ikaw na yung iniidolo ng mga young players natin?
I don't know. Well, yun din, nakakilig din. But as much as possible, maglaro-laro, syempre, you stay on top of business and your priorities. Katulad nga kanina sabi ni Mel, doon muna tayo sa laro mag-focus, saka na tayo gumimik and whatnot.
Okay, parang itong dalawang teams na to. Focus to start this game. 5-all here. Gemma Galanza. Ooh! That's gonna be an ace. By Gemma Galanza, dinerecho yan kay Chiara Permentilla. Galanza improving a lot on her play and displaying it here in our open conference. Pansin-pansin, mas sharp na siya dumipensa at mas malalakas na rin yung mga atake niya.
She had to sit on the bench dahil isa sa mga imports nila, si Kutika, ay open spiker. So they had to make room for her. And now it's nice to see na she's stepping up after here in the open conference.
And she scored back-to-back aces before this rally. And Valdez flying in for that attack. And we will head to our first technical timeout here with the Cool Smashers up by 3. Balik ang inyong Premier Volleyball League Open Conference, and Lisa Sato on top of her game. Look at her performance here against the Petrogas Angels. Ang laki talagang kaibahan pag nandyan si Lisa Sato on the floor for the Creamline Cool Smashers.
Hindi lang sa punto siya nagko-contribute, pati dun sa kumpiyansa na binibigay niya sa teammates niya. As we check out her stats, isa siya dun sa leading scorers. Tie sila ni Eliza with 11 points against Petrogas. 11 points, 8 of which are from spikes and 3 block points. So, let's see. Ito nga, sumasayaw siya papasok ng court. Ready na lumaban in their last game here in the preliminary round.
Ito yung mga fans ng Creamline. Bumiyahe pa all the way here to Batangas City Coliseum. Risa Sato brings you the positive energy on the floor. Ito si Risa ulit mula sa gitna. Suscore na naman siya. Risa Sato giving the Creamline Cool Smashers this 4-point advantage. At si Gemma pa rin yung nasa service line dito. Excellent with her services so far. Igaw to Chiara Permentilla. The push straight to Valdez. Morado back to Valdez here. And Eliza will bounce it off the blocker. So biggest lead of set number 1 here for the Creamline Cool Smashers, up by 5, 10 serving 5.
In that last rally, kita mo, kasi Kisato ng Kisato ibinibigay, pero it helps na Gia would jump set and si Risa nakakakuha ng blocker. Kaya in that last rally, nahuli yung blockers ni Eliza, although na-check pero wasn't on time. So the reason why Gia Morando is one of the best setters, if not the best setter.
Okay. I would have to agree. Pero in this stretch alone, Gemma Galanza, tatlong service aces na ang ipinupukol para sa Creamline. Morado sa gitna, Risa Sato with a sharp hit. Wow. The Cool Smashers starting to pull away here in set number 1. Timeout Adamson-Akari.
You weren't even helping. Their setters up. Sato, she doesn't go slide. She doesn't go anything. She's hitting it literally right in front of you, right over the net. Your hands aren't up, and they're down, and you're doing all this type of stuff too. Get your head in the game. Everyone's hand should be up right now. Gia's front, VC. It could be V3. All possible combinations. AC, A2. Everyone should be standing up there like this.
Eh na nga, Coach Air reminding her girls, baka kasi hindi nila nakikita na dalawa lang yung spiker sa harapan ng Creamline. And if you're Adamson, dun ka na bandang kanan kung nasan yung mga spikers mo. Para, like, yung last play na nabanggit ko, nahuli sila sa pag-block kay Alyssa. So, right now, dapat medyo tao-tao lang yan. But, once again...
Wow. Gemma Galanza. 4 service aces. Dito sa stretch na to para sa Creamline.
Showing some variations. Long, hard, short ball. So, kita mo kung paano maging versatile player itong si Gemma Galanza.
Here is Permentilia. Andun si Atienza. Morado to Valdez. Ipapalusot yan ni Eliza Valdez. And the Cool Smashers are cruising here in set number 1. Tignan natin ulit yun. Lumusot sa gitna ng double block. Just too powerful is Eliza Valdez. 14 serving 5 now. Gemma, diniretso kay Genesis. Over-received. At regalo yan para kay Eliza Valdez.
Eliza with more advantage. Na syempre, yung bola na yon was going towards her.
It all started with a great serve given by Gemma Galanza. Ito na naman siya. Challenging Ponce. Over-received again. Back-to-back na regalo para kay Eliza Valdez. And that will lead us to our second technical timeout here. It's an 11-point lead for the Cool Smashers. And we're back to our coverage here of the Premier Volleyball League Open Conference. The often entertaining Tang Ponce, the libero of the Adamson-Akari Lady Falcons, showing her improved play dito sa ating Open Conference. She was the best libero in our collegiate conference. Ngayon, nabibigyan siya ng opportunity ni Coach Air. Hindi niya sinasayang yan.
At yun, kita-kita nga sa picture niya na she is also stature of giving off swag dito para sa Lady Falcons. At I remember we were reading one of the tweets before na grabe to Tang Ponce, sobrang laking confidence inside the court in their last game against the Lady Warriors with 17 digs and 18 receptions. And right now, actually, she's leading here in the Open Conference, both digs and receptions.
Wow.
Grabe.
Grabe yung in-improve dito ni Tang Ponce sa Premier Volleyball League. Sato again. Wow, Risa Sato on fire. And you gotta love the attitude on the floor nito ni Risa Sato. Fajibar, O-bar sa sarap. Sharp hit. And the celebration right after para kay Risa Sato.
Right. That's right. And Adamson needs to find a solution there dahil yun nga sabi ni Coach Air kanina. Iisa lang naman yung pinapalo ni Risa. A quick or B quick lang naman. So, most likely all the plays of Creamline Cool Smashers will be on that right side of the court. So, but right now, medyo short man sila dahil front setter din kasi, nasa front line ang kanilang setter.
Hindi nila ma-i-check to. 14-0 run now by the Cool Smashers to grab the 13-point lead. Nothing going right para dito sa Adamson-Akari Lady Falcons. Pati yung mga atake nila, hindi na rin pumapasok. We have a timeout here called by Coach Air again.
We're stuck in serve receive for like 12 balls. Okay, whether you know it or not, mentally you're distracted. That's why you're making that error like that. That's why you're hitting into the net because you're overdoing it. Like you think you have to do so much more than what we're doing, you don't. All you need to do is pass the ball. Get a good approach, get your arm up and swing high. Okay, let's go.
Actually, that's a good point that she just mentioned. Ang reception, Martin, it's a basic skill, but for me, 90% of it is confidence. Yung kumpiyansa na, yun nga, kita natin right now, merong tatlong receivers, pero dapat sa'yo, sa sarili mo,
Ayan.
may kumpiyansa na, okay, kukunin ko to, hindi ko iaasa sa katabi ko, hindi ko iaasa kitang konse na siya naman yung nag-lead in that department, siya na lang.
Yeah.
So, yun nga, I
Dapat
remember.
buo yung loob mo
Yes,
na i-approach yung
that's
bola.
right. Oo.
So far, siguro may intimidation factor din ito. Dahil kanina pa nga nasa service line si Gemma Galanza. Ayan na naman. That was not a good first ball for Adamson-Akari. Morado. Valdez with the drop. Adamson keeps it alive. Genesis mula sa likod. Morado to Valdez. The drop works this time around.
Eliza Valdez with that perfect court vision. At pinapakita din niya ang kanyang mga bala with variations of strong hits and tip balls.
And now, I believe this is a 17-0 run by the Cool Smashers in set number 1. And Gemma Galanza, consistent pa rin sa kanyang services. That's a better first ball for Adamson. Gumabaw. Morado to Valdez again. Eliza, dinerecho kay Ponce. MJ Igaw. And at Sang Pinar finally breaking the long run of Creamline.
And then yun nga, yung last rally na yun came off of Kang Ponce. Perfect dig.
Off the attack ni Eliza Valdez kanina, and Sang Pinar making sure that they get that point. Ooh! Pero pagkatapos nun, service error, agad-agad ang kanilang ibinalik.
Something that you wouldn't want to do just right after getting back the momentum on your side.
So here is Risa Sato in line with a dominating performance here in set 1. MJ Igaw tumakas lang. She is denied. That's Valdez and Soriano combining for that block.
Ayun nga, makikita naman natin na itong Creamline. Sila naman yung nakakita na and nakapag-adjust na dalawa lang yung spikers. That's why even Eliza, who's a blocker on the right side, sumabay na siya sa middle spiker.
Very quick adjustment for the Cool Smashers. Permentilla firing it up there and scoring for Adamson-Akari. Much needed point para dito sa Lady Falcons. As we see here, the attack, the inabot ni Risa Sato.
Also a better set coming from their setter. Kasi kanina puro dikit yung siniset niya sa kanyang mga teammates. Kaya madaling na-check lang ng Creamline Cool Smashers. And another service error when they had an opportunity to take advantage of their points. Pero set point.
Gia will start the rally here. Lang naabangan ni Valdez. And that will mark the end of set number 1. An 18-point set number 1 win para dito sa Creamline Cool Smashers. Ito yung huling kill block ni Eliza Valdez, denying Critch Makaslang for that kill. And the Creamline Cool Smashers winning this one, 20 set to none lead in this game.